its future, just as I have always known it would be.
How's it going? I'm Visionary. This is Visionary Decks, and today I built a Ruinous Acolyte deck with the new landmark. This is one of my day one expansion decks that I built, and I know since day one, a lot of people have been playing Ruinous Acolyte. The secret got out. It's a really good card. The new landmark is kind of insane. I built this deck with P&Z. I know a lot of people are building it with Bandle now, which is probably the better region. I also built this deck with Zilean. A couple of my games in today's video, I did play with Ziggs. For some reason, Zilean actually felt really good with Ruinous Acolytes. One of the reasons is because the time bombs can be destroyed by Ruinous Acolytes if you want them to. Obviously, they could also just wipe the board if that's something you're interested in, but if not, they draw one, right? So they replace themselves, and then they can still be destroyed. So in effect, it's basically a free landmark. If you haven't played the Acolyte deck yet, or if you haven't even heard of it, you want to play Rite of Passage, which summons the landmark back for free, and you start just getting a bunch of copies of this landmark in the top 5 cards of your deck. I honestly did not expect this deck to be as powerful as it is because Ruinous Acolytes were absolutely terrible up until they released this new landmark. This new landmark makes them insane. Also, if you follow any other content creators, you might have already seen this, but I have to mention it before we start the video. I did get this jacket for free from Legends of Runeterra. Very, very cool. Each sleeve has 5 different region icons. So P&Z, Shadow Isles, Targon, got Bilgewater, we've got Demacia. Huge thanks to Riot Games for the early Christmas present. This jacket is awesome. That is it for this deck though. Let's go ahead and hop into the games. As always, this video was streamed live on Twitch. If you want to join me when I record my next video, click the button in the top right corner of the screen and leave me a follow. All right. Huge hand. I'll keep everything except for Archivist, I think. Kayn Vayne is big. It's going to be a tough one to beat. Just going to have to hope that their early game curve is not very good. If they don't have a lot of 1-drops or 2-drops, then we'll definitely be better than them. It all just comes down to how many 1-drops and 2-drops they have. We are aggro, dude. This is an aggro deck. I didn't think this would be an aggro deck. This is actually just an aggro deck. It's just a really weird aggro deck. There's no way. There's no way. What is that? You can't just put it on top of my deck. That's not the way that works. That's too easy. You can't just give me the win on turn 3. This is our magic.
Very well.
All right, Vayne's dead. Rest in peace. Very well. I feel like this match is going very well. I have a Ruinous Acolyte here. I have Construct of Desolation. I think we're going to go with this. He has no fearsome blockers. Let's drop this. And then let's kill it with an Acolyte, and we'll just have giant Acolytes, and we'll open attack. Or not. Okay. He can't even attack with his Vayne here. What can this man do? What can he do? Okay. This is so stupid. I love it. They're just so big. Why are they this big? Nobody understands why they're this big. They should never be this big, but here they are. Here they are. I can confirm they are in fact this big. Should they be this big? No, they should not. That might have been a bit of a waste, just playing the obelisk on this guy, because it's just probably just, yeah, it's probably going to die. That's fair. He's still overextending all of his resources just to survive at the moment, and he's still down to 11. He's killed off 2 of his own Vaynes and played a single combat. Let's play Preservarium, maybe find the Acolyte landmark again? Oh, hey, Acolyte landmark, what's up? The killer remains. Dude, this is just a good old evening of turn your brain off, play the same landmark over and over and over again until you win, basically. That's the way this deck works. And I'm enjoying it. I have to say, I'm enjoying it. How? How is it already back? You would think surely it would not already be back, and yet here it is. I'm gonna play Endless Devout before he attacks. Oh, dude, he's just feeding me. He doesn't even realize how much he's feeding me here. He literally just fed me dinner. Thank you. Thank you, good sir. For the snack? Nay, not a snack, a meal. Thank you for the meal. Good sir. Now, Kayn does have quick attack this round, but he just dies if he pulls in anything, so he can't attack. I'm gonna destroy this. Just so, like, maybe we top deck it again next turn. We'll copy Acolyte next turn. We are drawing 2 as well, so decent chance we draw the Acolyte landmark again. Is this the same? Wait. This is a new one. We could draw 2 Acolyte landmarks if we wanted to here. That would overfill our board. That's way too many. But if we wanted to, we could draw another Acolyte landmark right now. Oh my. What is this? What is this game? Yeah, we're just gonna copy one of these guys. Then we'll have a full board of 9 attack fearsomes. And I have to say, this guy's looking kind of small at this point. I never thought this guy would look as small as he is about to look. What is happening? I hope someone plays this deck at Worlds. I just want to watch this deck play against, like, other actual decks. I hope someone else is playing this. Holy crap, dude. He didn't even block. This poor man's fragile ego has been so destroyed to the point that he just decided to let the game end without a single block. It's a pretty good hand. This is a pretty good hand. This is not bad. That's the cool thing about this deck, is you're never really going to have a bad hand, I feel like. There's always, like, no matter what, you're always going to have a pretty favorable hand. Even if you draw, like, 3 of the same card, every card's pretty good if you draw 3 of it. Of course, I would love to have the landmark right now, but, like, yeah. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. That's fine. I don't need it. I would love to have it, but, like, I don't have it yet. That's fine. You know? It's fine. I understand. Good things come to those who wait. And there it is! Perfect timing. Yeah, this is nuts. This is actually an insane hand. We've got the landmark. We've got a way to double shuffle the landmark. We've got 2 of these bad boys. We've got a main deck Acolyte copied. Oh my. Dude. We're going to pop off this game. This guy thought about what to play on expansion day and chose Kayn Vayne. Maybe that's exactly what went through his head, and he's actually Dr. Seuss, and the reason he chose it is because it rhymed. His name rhymes. Just saying. As far as, like, deducing why this man chose to play Kayn Vayne, that's a pretty good guess. His name literally rhymes. It's Xiao Mao. Xiao Mao 6. Xiao Mao 6. To get his fix of what to play on expansion day, decided to build a deck that killed the fun he could have had. He chose 2 champs that had perhaps the names that rhymed together. Their names, one's name was Kayn, the other Vayne. And then he lost forever. That's probably exactly what he was thinking. Just saying. Like, if I had to guess what was going through his mind, that's probably it. Also, that was a I shouldn't have played that yet. Now he's just going to open attack. Holy moly. If I didn't play that last turn, I could have played it this turn at burst speed and then dropped an Acolyte, and we would have been perfect. Would have had perfect blocks for him. Now I have to, I think, block here. Unfortunately. I'm not going to block the other one just because we'll get better trades in the future. But dang, okay, this is a good hand. It's just like, can I get my Acolytes out of my hand fast enough? That's the question. This is the only question. I'm going to play this next turn. I've learned from my mistakes. Maybe I'll play... What am I going to do here? Preservarium, then this next turn, then Acolyte, Acolyte, Acolyte. We're going to play 3 Acolytes next turn. So I want to play Preservarium so I can destroy this, I think. This is ridiculous, dude. This is beyond ridiculous at this point. Nailed it, thank you. Glad someone shows appreciation for my lyrical genius. Is this even worth playing at this? I feel like we just play triple Acolyte, right? We just go big. This is really good as a top deck, but like also I'd rather just go big. And I have another, I gotta make another landmark. That's insane, dude.
You are the tool. I am the weapon.
Lies to ease your feeble mind.
Yeah, I just want to go wide. I'm gonna play this and then I'll play another Acolyte. When I play this and when I play this one, they're both gonna give me their own Acolytes, so I think I'll be fine. This guy's, you can tell Mr. Xiaomao is starting to get a little bit like a little monka S over there. Starting to sweat a little bit. How doth this man have such How doth this man have such quantity of acolytes? It could not be possible. I literally just beat Dr. Seuss. That's crazy. Ryze Shadow Isles. Alright, another Ryze Shadow Isles. The last time I went against Ryze Shadow Isles, it was very underwhelming. Let's see how this one does. He's probably going to kill my Zilean right off the bat. But everyone knows you can't Killian the Zilean. So, in actuality, that is exactly what I want him to do. He'll be playing right into my little trap. And if he doesn't Killian the Zilean, we're going to have a good game, my friends. We're about to have a very good game. Let's attack. I could have actually played the Obelisk so that he doesn't die to Quietus if I wanted to. Obviously, he doesn't have Quietus, but if he draws Quietus later, that might be good. Fast Zilean level. I actually think we have to go for it because he's not going to have a lot of units in this deck. He's going to have, like, no units. I'd rather just start, like, copying cards with Zilean and going nuts. I think this is definitely the move. Has to be.
I long for the day when this is over.
Alright, I mean, I don't know. I guess he's got no Quietus. It would seem that this man has no Quietus. I don't like any of these. I'm going to skip. I'm not a big fan of any of those, gonna be honest. At this point in the game, now we just want to find our Acolyte landmark. That is it. Alright, time bomb. Bombing it up. Here we go, baby. And we got a replacement Zilean if anything goes wrong. You'll love to see it. Let's pass. Let's pop it. Pop the bomb, baby. Alright, that was uncalled for, bro. That was uncalled for. It's like, look who's back. Back again. Here he is. Where's the landmark, dude? The landmark is not showing up. I'm definitely just buffing Zilean next round start so that he doesn't die to another Quietus. I thought this guy was... I thought he just didn't have a Quietus, but he was being a little sneaky. He was playing a little smart. He was saving his Quietus until the Zilean level up. It was well played. Have to give it to him. I guess I'll go with an Acolyte. I'll take an Acolyte. So we'll start with Obelisk of Power. He might just Vengeance my Zilean. I might be out of Zilean this game, unfortunately. It's not the worst case scenario if he spends a Vengeance now. Oh, wait, I can't. Alright, we just have to hope he has no more Quietus. There's no way for me to save Zilean here. If he wants to die, he will die. And that is the way this will be. I'm going to pass. He definitely has to play cards here. As a Ryze deck, he has to play something. It's going to destroy the Time Bomb? You know what? I guess we'll just play Obelisk of Power on this. And then I'll just play Acolyte, and like we have a pretty big attack. This is so weird, dude. I'm not finding my Acolyte landmark anymore. It's not showing up. You would think adding more Predict would be a good thing, but it feels like it's actually a really bad thing. This is probably about to get Vile Feasted, but you never know. Leave nothing behind.
Listen.
Okay, trades with Ryze. That's pretty good for us. You would expect him to have something... okay. He had something.
Viego knew the risks and forged on regardless.
Viego knew the risks. Am I hallucinating, or did he just say Viego? I think he said Viego. He did know the risks. It's true. Wow. I mean, this is just an absolute unplayable hand. Like, I've added so many tools to this deck that now, when I don't go against a normal deck, what do? Time Bomb. At least there's that. Don't kill my Zilean. Please, sir. I want the smallest crumb of value. You gotta stop aftershocking my time bombs, bro. I'm gonna say no to that one. I'm gonna say no. Not a big fan of the aftershocks on the time bombs, personally. Thank you. And let's play Endless Devout. The landmark solve the story. I think that's the Viego one. Yeah, this one, it does have Viego in it, which is really cool. I love all of the art for these landmarks. This one's probably my favorite. It's so cool. You're not really supposed to know it's Viego, but you are. Just with like the little hint of like his sword in the background and like the ruined king like emblem on his forehead. Is he from Acacia? That might be the city he's from. That might be Viego's city. It might be the Viego city. Let's go.
Acacia sought freedom, but
Uh-oh.
found only the void.
He dropped the Shard of Violence. Everybody watch out. Things are about to get violent. It's from Camivore. That's right, because he's got the Camivoran soldier. And he says Camivore in like a lot of his voice lines, I think. The mists of Camivore. He definitely mentions Camivore. I should have known that. I goofed. The scene is what happened on the Blessed Isles from Camivore, which is on a continent to the east of... There's no way he drew another Quietus, man. I just leveled him. Okay. Let's see if we can draw into another Time Bomb. I'm gonna drop this. Time Bomb. Nope. I was hoping maybe we could, like, triple Time Bomb here. Looks like that's not gonna happen. Let's just drop this and see if maybe this hits a Time Bomb. Look, if we draw into another one. Okay. That's a dead Ryze. That is a dead Ryze if he doesn't have another... If he doesn't have another, Shard. Which would activate the Shard of Hope. I wasn't paying attention. Has he played a... I should be counting how many Delve into the Past he's played. He played 2. He has another one. He should have another one in hand. Probably 0 cost. No, it couldn't be, though. Wait, what? Wait, okay, so we just win, I think. I think we actually just win here. I'm an idiot. I thought I could play that this turn. Never mind. Alright. Reliquary. There it is. There's the landmark I've been searching for all game. We finally found it on turn 8. Long enough. Go hard. Okay. Well, Ryze dies here, which is pretty epic. And that's not just because it rhymes. I've played Ryze before. You can't trick me with that one, buddy. I know you don't care about my health. My health means nothing to you. I guess we'll just drop this. Hopefully no Ruination. It's going to be kind of sus if he just passes immediately. Okay, so no Ruination. We know that for a fact. Even now, he's still only on 8 mana. So we should be safe to just go crazy here. Let's go boom. I'll probably draw one with Ruinous Path, and then we'll Ruinous Acolyte on Sarcophagus. This is pretty good. Although, okay, wait. He could have actually had Ruination. I didn't even think about this. He played Drama Solo. I should have paid attention.
I will stand this madness no longer.
He will stand this madness no longer? Now he will sit. He will sit this madness. He is extremely determined to sit this madness instead. Ooh, hello. Okay. Is this better than opening the Endless Devout? I don't know. I would argue no. I would argue we still open the Endless Devout right now. This goes wider. And this is good to have a landmark for the random Acolyte in our hand to destroy. Otherwise, we'd have no landmark. That's good. Yeah, this is better. That's 15. This is lethal. If he has nothing to drain and nothing to, like, stun or something, this is lethal. Okay, Double Vial Feast. This is still fine for us because he has no fearsome blockers besides Ryze. So this is massive for us.
I'm no savior.
Things are going pretty good right now. We have a Ruinous Path lethal if we can just destroy, if we can kill one of his units. A Time Bomb would do it. If I can pull Rite of Passage off of Station Archivist, we could actually just win the game this turn.
Madness no longer.
And we have 2 of them. So if we don't hit it this turn, it'll shuffle cards, and we can try again with a new set of 5 cards next turn. Now, that's 1 shard away from winning. That's a little bit spooky. Deal 2 to this, sure. Okay. We're in trouble. We could be in trouble here. I need to pull it now. I need to pull a time. Oh, and no, he healed. So it would have to be 2 time bombs. We'd have to pull 2. Okay, we didn't hit it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. I mean, if he offers to kill off his own Ryze, that has to be a good trade for me, no? I will take this, absolutely. Why are you running PNZ over some other region? Originally, it was because I was going to run cards like Evil K. Like some, not counterfeit copies, but like counterfeit copies type stuff. Kind of changed the deck up, but it's still good for iterative improvement. For stuff like this. Do I play? I probably play Ruinous Path now. No. I just play Fearsomeness now. Basically, the idea is just to create as many Acolytes as possible. Iterative improvement, I would say right now, is the biggest reason to still be in PNZ. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that's crazy in PNZ that I really like? Basically just that and Station Archivist, which is pretty good for pulling some of the spells from our deck. But okay, this is threatening lethal. If he kills the 7, we're hitting for 12. I'm worried about Ruination. I feel like open attacking is our best bet, but he does probably have a Vengeance. So should I have played for Ruination? Maybe. Because now, when am I going to slay a unit? It would have to literally be with a Time Bomb. So if I hit the Rite of Passage off of this, and we get Time Bomb from that, we could win. That's his 5th... That's his 5th rune. That's his 5th rune, though. And he heals for 2, dude. Why does this guy have to be so good at collecting Infinity Stones? He's actually very good at collecting Infinity Stones. All right. We can copy Station Archivist, and because she shuffled those cards we just looked at into the deck, we can try again, see if we find another Time Bomb, perhaps. No. Okay. Yeah, that's unlucky. Let's create an Acolyte, I guess. It's probably better than a landmark. All right, and we shuffled the landmark that was in our top few cards away, so we don't have that anymore. Oh. I just randomly drew a completely different one out of my deck. That's sweet. So it all comes down to whether or not he finds his final copy of Ryze. He has 1 copy left in the deck. He's digging for it right now. If I were him, and I found it right there, I would have probably picked it a little bit quicker than that. So odds are he didn't find it in the predict. He still has 7 mana. He drew 2 spells. Can he draw into his Ryze? Let's try it. If this drew it, it will discount it by 2. And that drew 1. He doesn't have it. I'm gonna play my cards because like he would have already won if he had it. We just go crazy now. He's opened the floor for me to go crazy, and go crazy I will. Here it is, baby. We're going to the moon with Acolytes. We're going to the moon. Look at all the Acolytes. Look at them, dude. There's so many. Oh man, I love this deck. I love this deck so much. It's such a good deck, dude. You wouldn't think it would be that good, because this card has been absolutely trash, but it's so good. There's no shot I'm not even going to be mad if he manages to survive this. I'm not going to be mad. Okay, freeze, stun. He still has 7 mana. We just need one of these Acolytes to hit face. Freeze. Oh, he was close. 1, 2, 3. It literally came down to the last 2. There's still going to be 2 Acolytes in face. He was close.